to introduce Ted Swent, and his company is...
A.Swent Sons Limited.
And what does your company do?
We are a fabricating and machine shop. We do all kinds of heavy metalwork type stuff and repair work to places like used to be Stelco, Hydro, Farm for farmers, but mainly a lot of heavy industries.
What's your position at your company?
I guess you'd call me the president.
President,
or the owner, whatever you want to call it.
So, the CEO.
The CEO, I guess you'd call us the CEO, yeah.
The big guns over here. So what's some brief history behind your organization, like how you got it started and such?
Well, it was actually started from my grandfather back in 1914, so we've been in business this year 96 years.
Wow.
So it's an old company, and then I bought it out after I got married. Been married 4 or 5 years, and I bought it out when back in 1969.
Wow. What are your skills as a manager?
My skills?
Or as a president?
Well, my skills, I'm actually a machinist and a welder myself by trade, which I hold a machinist license and the welding tickets and licenses, which I don't keep my welding tickets up anymore, but I did for many, many years. So but as far as that goes, it's just the everyday things that go along. I don't really have any more skills other than you have to run a business, so you run it the best way you can.
Yeah, makes sense. So do you have any certain roles and responsibilities?
Yeah, I guess I have a certain amount of roles and responsibilities. Probably the roles and responsibilities is to make sure that there's work coming in the door for all the employees that I have, and make sure the employees get the job done and done in a timely manner, and quality. Quality is a big thing in our business. You got quality control is a big thing in our business, because it's very important to make sure that when the product goes out that it's right and it works right and everything is right. And then of course everybody wants to be paid, so you got to make sure they get paid, and the bills will have to go out, and which I don't do any of that kind of stuff anymore, but the girls do in the office. I just make sure that everybody looks after everybody.
Yeah. So do you have any future plans for your company at all?
Our future plans is we've been here for 96 years, and I figure on being here for another 96 years plus. So I probably won't be myself, but I would hope that we could. Expand. We have expanded a lot over the years, and I would hope that we could expand a lot more, and it makes a good living for all the rest of my children and grandchildren, whoever wants to work in the business.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about your company?
Oh, I don't know. There's probably all kinds of things I can talk about. I don't know where to go with this. It's, as I said, we're an old business. We've been here in Raynham Township the family's been in Raynham Township for, probably 160 years roughly, or 165 years. So the family landed on these properties right around here. So it's just an old established business that we try to keep doing our best. Times right now, I can tell you, are very tough in the last couple of years, since we're going through a recession type thing in the country. But I don't know. Fabricating, welding, machine work, a certain amount of mechanic work, and whatever comes along. We will do any job. We will take any job on. I guess one of the other things I didn't tell you was quoting is a big thing now. It never used to have to be, but now we have to quote. We have to quote the the jobs that we bid on the job, so that's a very important part, which I do very little of that anymore. It's all up to Aaron and Mark and them to look after that. And Jamie runs the office, and Kim, she works in the office too. That's my 4 children, and my wife Dawn. And actually, my wife Dawn and I have been married for 45 years, so that also, with her, that helps make the business run.